Hello. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all having a good day, evening, morning, whatever kind of time of day it is for you all. So, before I even start, I'm going to preface, I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube today. I thought I'd try doing the multi-stream thing to see how it works. My internet is a bit hit and miss, a little bit hit and miss. Hopefully it should be okay though. If it doesn't, we'll figure it out as and when it comes, but it should be stable-ish. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens. But yeah, today we're going to do a little bit of work on Amber's Tale. As always, we always say this. Whether this actually ends up being the thing we long-term commit to is another story completely. But no, thought we'd jump into it today. So we left off last time in this space, right? So this is one of the earlier levels, and we've got the secret room kind of branching off to the side here, which is pretty cool. We'd love to see it. Do you know what I really should do? I should get the Amber's Tale music looping. That's what I really should be doing. Let me see here. By the way, can you let me know how everything's feeling? Is it jittery? Are we lagging at all? I'm not 100% sure how everything's kind of coming together. But saying that, assets, music, which one is it? Is it this Amber's Hill Forest? Because we've got a new forest track. Is it Forest Draft? Oh wait, the one that just took forever to load. It is the new forest. Let's get this playing. Let's just skip this for now. If we loop this, this is going to be really weird to do it in Audacity. This isn't even, I don't even think this is the full track even. But this is the track for the forest. Hell yeah. Looks and sounds great. Thank you very much. I mean, this is... It's not pretty right now. It's not pretty right now. In fact, I'll just close this out. I can just play the in-game music when showing. It's not looking as good as it will do. This is very much, very much like just base level design. Let's see how it all goes. Make sure it feels good first before we look at making anything look good, because that's a trope I've always fell into way too early. But we got some bits working yesterday. So, oh, of course, we just happened to roll down. We got this new enemy. I don't know if many people can, like, if many people have really seen a lot of this stuff, because I've not been putting this stuff out on YouTube. I've been putting all the updates for this game and all that kind of on X. So it's been a bit different. So I don't know how much the majority of people have actually seen when it comes to updates to the game. But we've got new enemies. We've got all sorts going on. We've also got the updated skill tree. I mean, this is all functional. It's not fully fleshed out and not kind of showing everything going on. Yo, man, such a calm stream. Thank you. That's what we always aim for. We're here to chillax, have some fun, just work, you know. And yeah, just general vibes is what we're aiming for. We got these secret areas with the pogoing tech. Hell yes. With some mystery rooms up here to come. And getting the camera and such in place such that we can hide certain aspects of the game prematurely unless you kind of commit to certain things. And this will be where one of the next areas are. What I end up needing, the main kind of focus for today is going to be getting this area done and the next scene. So when I come over here and open up the map layout, this is the zone we're currently in. This is the full demo. So there's a fair bit left to make. Because currently we've got this room almost done. And we'll probably move on to this one at some point today during the stream, which will be cool. Can I playtest and help you someday? I know it doesn't exist. Yeah, 100%. Like, I'm going to be jumping into reaching out and getting people to playtest probably in the next month or so. I'd reasonably say once we've got kind of this section made, that's when I'll be reaching out for playtests just so we can start to get the flow state of things in place. Or at the very least, just having this bottom section done. The castle up here, which is the Castle Ilaria. From the Shattered Knight of Ilaria, the game that we made for the Pirate Software Game Jam. We're incorporating it into Amber's Tale. That's going to be up here in the demo, but it's a bit of a smaller zone in comparison to kind of the rest of the area, which is majority forest. Like all this green stuff is the forest. This is some caves, a bit more forest, and then the castle up here. But just for a kind of a scale as to how big it's going to be, like we just ran around this room. It's pretty big. It's a pretty big room. And yeah, we've got so much left to do. Next month. Then again, I say next month, I'm planning for next month. Whether it actually ends up being the case is another story. So don't get your hopes too high. Just keep an eye out on Discord because that's where I'm going to be announcing everything. So just kind of keep an eye out on there, and then you'll find out at your earliest convenience. But we'll be needing a lot of playtesting. And just for context, it is going to look like this when you're playtesting it. It's not going to be decorated in any capacity whatsoever. How long have you been working on this project? So, this project is complicated. So this started off as a university project for my final year of university, which was 2 years ago now. So I'd say I've been working on Amber's Tale as a concept for about 2.5 years, on and off. It started off as a small scale project where we made, if I pull up the itch page, we made this demo, which is very old. The game looks nothing like this now. The only thing, I think one of the only things, there are a couple of assets that are still in place, and the main character, but the game itself is very different. And even to the like jumping, it's really floaty. You can see here, it's like really floaty. Like I play this now and I'm like, not good. But I've learned an awful lot in this time. I've learned an awful lot. And it's basically that process of taking essentially 2.5 years of learning game design, learning how to make games, that's got me to the point where I am today. Like, for example, which is Interact. We have all of this, and all of this was hard-coded. Every single aspect of it. Now, when it comes to making dialogue, I've made a custom dialogue graph, so I can literally just come along and, just connect different nodes together. This would have been completely out of scope a couple of years ago for me. I had no idea how to do any of this kind of stuff, and now I'm at a stage where I'm actually able to make custom scripts, and if I want some branching dialogue, I can just make custom editors for it. Which is why I say it's been a complicated road, because I can't really say I've been working on this game for 2.5 years, because I haven't. I've been learning everything I need to make this game for the last 2.5 years. I've only really hardcore been committed to actually working on this project, and exclusively this project, for the last 4 months, maybe, give or take. Because I took a lot of breaks. I've worked on some other smaller projects. I've done a lot of stuff for Blackthorn Prod. So it's been a very up and down journey. There is no one. I couldn't really put a time scale on it, because again, the game has changed so much. You can hardly say it's the same game anymore. It's weird. Yeah, the entire direction changed. In that earlier demo, it was just, you just got an ability, you got the dash, and then you fought the boss. Whereas now we've got the whole principle behind Amber's Tale. The main kind of mechanical hook with this is you get to choose the order you unlock abilities. There's a skill tree, and you choose where you want everything to go. Hello, AE1 and Paleris, Paleris. Hello, hope you're all having a nice day as well. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. So yeah, it's been a rocky journey. It's been a rocky journey, but it's one that, yeah, I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade it. I've learned so much in the last couple of years between working this and the other projects that it's hard to put a timescale or a price on it, really. Really hard to. But yeah, we've also got some other scenes. So again, for example, coming in, I spent a lot of the time doing stuff I shouldn't have, like this, which is essentially decorating the area, but this was needed for the vision of the game. This was needed for YouTube. This was needed for social media generally. I needed something visual to show people, which, again, isn't what you should be doing in any kind of prototyping stage, but it's what we did here. I even went as far as to make a fishing minigame before doing anything else. But you can see, for example, it's a lot less floaty, much snappier. Much snappier. More distinct zones within. So we've got these dark caves, which, you know, you'll need the lantern in order to explore. You can't really explore without the lantern. The lantern system is broken. We don't talk about that. But yeah, just it's been a lot of learning, an awful lot of learning. And I basically just use these scenes now as testing areas, which is pretty fun. So I get to test things like fishing, which I like. It's very peaceful. We don't have sound effects yet for the fishing. It'll be a hell of a lot more stressful, don't worry. There we go. But yeah, now we've got the whole inventory system. We've got maps, we've got quests. I think in this other area I still have Granny Nova. Or this area. None of these connect to each other anymore. It's ridiculous. Am I in the zone? Play. I can't remember if I have any of the dialogue bits in place now. I think I do. Why are you not happy? No sprite render on shop template. Missing component. What am I missing? Peak game design right here, or peak game development, I should say, not even game design. Hello, I'm making a Metroidvania game too. Hell yes. Metroidvanias are amazing. We absolutely love them. What kind of mechanical design choices are you making in your Metroidvania? Sprite renderer, sprite frames. Why are you yelling at me? Sprite renderer attached to shop template game object, but script trying to access it. Oh. Why don't I have a sprite renderer on this? I'm presuming that's all it is, because it's this. But we've got the sprite here. I'm just going to disable that because I'm pretty sure this is playing the animation for this, not the actual sprite. Because I kind of made this in a weird position at some point or other. Just a simple demo one. I'm year one. Oh, fair. So you're studying game design, game programming, or is this for kind of college? Okay, yeah, it was that reason. But yeah, we got this. I don't have the dialogue set up there, but I do have this. I think I've got Aveline over here. Yes. Whee! I really should add a mute button, actually. I need to add that to the list. But yeah, we've got a bunch of broken systems currently. We'll get those fixed at some point or other. They're not actually broken. They're just not properly set up. Because again, these are all just test scenes for me at this point. Okay, let's jump into what we actually meant to be doing, which is the rest of this level. Studying, it's really fun. I absolutely loved it. I'm actually going back to start my my master's degree in game design in September. I actually found out like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So I'm really excited to get into that again. I'm always studying. I absolutely love learning when it comes to doing game design. There's always something to be learning. And it's one of those things that I never think I'll ever stop. I'll never stop learning. It's too interesting. It's way too interesting. Okay, so we want to force the players to have a look at this. We want them to see what's going on before they continue up here. Or then again, they could continue up here and then backtrack later because they'll see that they can't go. Could be interesting. Core, let's just get a system test in place. So this actually shows. Okay, how do we actually want this? Do we want this to be a bit more of backtracking? Because again, we've got this loop. We've got this loop. I don't think we need all that much more. I think we can be pretty simple with this area. Because we're also going to show the map. So we want a bit of an open area to showcase this. So probably something like there. And then we can just lead people up to this spot. So yeah, I don't want to overcomplicate this all that much. So let's get this all set up. So bring that like that. Maybe just bring this over a bit more as well. So if we do that, players can jump up, jump up, jump up over here to explore that if they want. Open area here, which is going to be good for exploring. I don't think I want this staircase to be as steep as it is here. What's going to be the main theme in this Metroidvania? So the main theme in this Metroidvania is the fact you completely get to choose the order in which you unlock anything. It's extremely open-ended, which is absolutely horrendous for level design. It's really complicated, but you literally get, instead of arbitrarily, you beat this boss and you get this ability. You beat this boss and you choose on the skill tree what core ability you want to unlock. And that will affect where you're able to go, what other challenges you're able to take on, all that kind of stuff. Hello, handsome. Hello, Mrs. Lazy. In Auto Studios, hey, just dropping into the chat to say hi and congratulate you on all the progress you've made. Thank you so much, man. That means a lot. Thank you, thank you. How's your Metroidvania coming along? Was it? I can't recall if it was a Metroidvania. It was, wasn't it? Because you're using a lot of Penny of Spielmake's assets too, right? If I remember correctly. But yeah, that's the kind of whole vibe of this. So if I'll just jump into the actual game here. Lower the volume down. So we've got a skill tree here, and you'll earn ability points by doing certain challenges, whether that's beating a boss, whether that is, I don't know, doing a certain parkour area, and you can unlock different abilities, and you unlock them in an order you choose arbitrarily. And then these are extensions or upgrades, which again you'll find out in the world, and you can choose. Imagine these are very like charms from Hollow Knight. You can customize the abilities you've chosen to match your playstyle or compensate for areas in the game that you maybe aren't as like comfortable with or don't have as much experience in. So yeah, it's essentially just making a Metroidvania as open-ended as humanly possible, even down to healing is an ability that you can unlock. It's going to be one that you're very heavily encouraged to learn early on, but it is by no means mandatory. So you could skip healing or skip unlocking healing and go straight into unlocking the dash to unlock certain harder areas a little bit quicker. So it's going to be I think this is going to be a really good speedrunnable game, because the number of permutations of ways you can complete this game also, it's like so high, it's ridiculous. But that just makes designing levels ridiculously complicated. Working on step by step in my free time, now working on the auto input type detect. Yeah, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo controllers, and it's been like 3 days trying to get it what I want. Tell me about it. It is absolutely horrendous. Like, I have gone a bit of a cheaty way, right? I've basically got it such that basically all of my actions can be like any controller can be used, right? Any controller, it's all mapped out in the Unity assets, in the Unity input system. So if I come along into my player, for example, I can show you what I mean. No, it's not. It's in Input Manager. So if I open this, like everything is mapped on for each like gamepad. I'm going to be going in obviously and adding explicit ones for Xbox, PlayStation, all that kind of stuff. And then in situations where I want to show things on screen, which, you know, you kind of want to end up doing for games, I have header, for example, this. I have this script with basically a library of different actions and icons essentially for each like Xbox, PlayStation. And it basically means if I show you here, it auto detects what controller is being used and just changes the image, because like it's this image up here. So right now I'm using the controller, but if I switch to using my keyboard, you'll see it updates to show the different controls instead. All that is just if it's detecting input from a different control type, change the image. And these are just going to be placed everywhere. It was absolutely horrendous to set up. I'm not envious of you doing it now. It's so bad. Because you essentially, yeah, you just have to get like set schemes for everything. But for the most part, all different controllers, buttons are more or less in the same place. Like, you just have to change what they are and change the icons for the most part. But it's a lot of work in order to get those libraries set up, you know? A lot of work. That sounds great. Very versatile. Yeah, thank you. That's what we're going for. We really want this just to be as open-ended as possible. Like, we want you to really have essentially a unique experience, an experience that is unique to you when you are working on this game. Or when you're working on this game, when you are playing this game even. Essentially, the journey you take and the route you take in this game should be, for the most part, unique to you. If you want to go do the parkour stuff in the castle, go do the parkour stuff in the castle. If you want to beeline it to the hardest area and try take on the hardest boss with no abilities, knock yourself out. We're not going to stop you. Like, I want to watch that video. I want to see you do it. But I'm not going to stop you. Because I want you to do those things. I want you to explore the world how you see it fit. Because everyone plays games differently, you know? Everyone plays games differently. And I don't believe that I should force you to play my game the way that I play it, you know? Let's do that. Let's do that. Hi there. Hello. How are we? How are you doing? Good to have you here. Let's stick the map here, because that's enough space to actually showcase what we want. Maybe a bit more over there. Jump up, jump up, jump up. We probably need another thing here, I'd imagine. So we can put that like that, maybe. I feel like this is maybe a bit too claustrophobic. I'm not 100% sure. I just need to close this off a little bit, I'd say. If we come into the grass. There we go. I don't want it to be too closed off, but I don't want it to be, you know, too open-ended. Oh. Okay. Let's see how this level feels now if we start at the beginning. So we'll be coming in through here. Let's see how this feels. Okay, so we'll essentially, in fact, let's go into the other room because I need to add all the. Ooh, why are you scared? Proof I'm missing. Rocks. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so this is how the actual lighting and stuff is going to look when we actually get the outlines and everything sorted in game. But this is the next step once we've kind of more or less secured how things are going to look. So we'll end up entering the room through this area here. We'll see that up there and we'll be like, I want to get there. So we'll come along, and as we're walking, we'll see the enemy for the first time. We can just straight jump over this, but at the same time, we're onboarding potential pogo tech, which is cool. Obviously, this should work when we're going there. And if we're going here, it should be a response on that side. Cool. Introduced to another enemy. And again, purposely putting them down below as another opportunity to potentially learn the pogo tech, because you'll fall down onto them, like down here. Also teaching that you can attack upwards by having those roll around. Oh no, my controllers are out of battery. Not ideal, is it? I'll have to do this the old-fashioned way, mouse and keyboard. I'm not as good at mouse and keyboard. We'll have a little collection of coins here. Love to see it. And then we'll end up coming around this way, because we remembered that we can get this here. We get ourselves an upgrade point. Also showcasing something that we can't quite get to yet. So we'll be able to do that later on. We'll come up here. Okay, we come up. We'll see the map first, so we'll probably be intrigued by that. We engage with this. That will open up this menu and show us our first main objective, where we want to go. Let's say we come back this way. We'll see a lot of spikes, and maybe we think to ourselves, oh, we can't go this way. So we leave. And if we do leave, we'll end up coming along past the map, coming up this area, and we can go into the next area, or we can backtrack a little bit more. And I should probably put something here, like a box or something, another crate, actually. Because although in this, we can see something here, right? We see this. We know there's a secret here. When we've decorated everything, there's going to be all these bushes everywhere. It's going to be completely hidden. You're not going to be able to notice. So maybe we decide, you know what? I want to go over this way. I'm a veteran metroidvania player, and I know how to pogo. So we pogo, and we get across. Another coin crate as a reward. The real reason for doing that skip, to get an additional upgrade point. And we can come along and we can get past. There we go. And then you can continue onwards into the next area. There we go. Happy days. I think that's reasonable. I think that's a reasonable amount of time to have spent in this room. We've got an optional section here. Again, this area connects later down the line. You'll be able to use this as a shortcut later. If you get the double jump, for example, or even the wall jump, you'll be able to, if you're good enough with it, we'll jump off there and go through. I think this is okay. We're showcasing new enemies. We're teaching pogo tech in 2 different ways. We are showcasing the map system, right? And this is in the 3rd room, so it's really early. You have to go past the map in order to actually see it. And you have to engage. And also one-way doors for the first time. So this is a decent bit of onboarding in this level. Happy days. Go Lazy T, it's your fan here. Double Pixel, Lazy T, hello. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for dropping by. How are you? What's new with you? Let's get some music back going on. There we go. It's really weird. I've got this plugin that's meant to be showing, like, just where I am, like, here, this is meant to show how many viewers I've got on both Twitch and YouTube. I think there are 8 viewers on YouTube currently, and this just isn't updating. Crazy. I was just going through to turn on the lo-fi again. I realized there are, like, almost 10 people over on the YouTube side of things. That's crazy, guys. Hello. I'm streaming on both YouTube and Twitch, by the way. So I don't know what the situation is with adverts on YouTube, because I literally just set it up. I haven't gone into any of the details on anything. So I do apologize if there are adverts or anything like that. I haven't done enough digging or looking in to see how I can disable them or anything like that. So I do apologize. Twitch is fine. YouTube isn't working. Yeah, Twitch is fine. Twitch, yeah, there probably are only about 2 people on Twitch, to be fair. Yeah, 2 people. But YouTube, I was not expecting that. 10 viewers. Wild. Thanks for all showing up. That's awesome.
In YouTube as well.
Yeah. Cray. But I think this is more or less done. In fact, no, it's not, because we need to add the lighting in. But again, I don't think this scene really needs it right now, because again, things may change. I don't want to commit to doing the lightings just yet. Because again, on this, in this scene, you'll see there's actually lighting set up. While I'm doing that, actually, let me get some new batteries for my controller. What? Ooh, hello. I really should get a chargeable controller back. Oh well. I'm good, bud. Happy to see you doing your thing. Thank you. Honestly, I've been having such a blast. I quit my job this week, so I'm actually going to be. I'm full time doing all. I'm full time game deving now, which is awesome. I get to do this forever. It's great. Oh yeah, I know why this isn't working. It's not this. It's platforms. This and this. Where are you? Where are these meant to be? Did I have one here? Yes. Okay, we're going to replace you. Is it not going to let me replace? Why can't I replace? That's not the end of the world. I'll just grab it from in here. Let's set you as the default parent. Go into the prefabs environment, platforms, and we'll grab one of them. And then we'll grab one of these. There. There we go. That fixes the problem. The reason we've got lighting in this one is for the following reason. You'll see now. It's probably easier to demonstrate instead. First of all, because we've got bats, and bats are scary, so obviously they need a bit of a darker area. But we've got the cave area here with our newly implemented platforms. There we go. And the reason I needed to put the lighting in this area is because of secrets like this. Because we have secrets and they require the dark lighting with the way that I'm implementing it. This isn't necessary for like all games, but the way I'm implementing it in my game, it was necessary. So yeah, we needed it in this zone. But this is how most of the playtesting area is going to look with the lighting included. Oh, I still need to fix this actually. And I need to put something here. I don't know what to put here yet. I really also should add a campfire into a few of these zones. I know I've got a campfire in this first zone here, right at the beginning. Which is here. So you can see kind of how the map's going to look as well. This is the kind of stuff we're going to be implementing down the line for it. Dynam redeemed. Hi, I'm new. Hello, Dynam. You're not new. Silly goose. We're going to buy... Oh, I don't have enough for the slam. If only I was the developer of the game and I had access to the ability to give myself these things. Let's change this to an ability point 1. Yep. Whee! I now have an ability point. So I can buy myself. I need to be interacting with the checkpoint. I need to fix this bug. There we go. Now I've got the slam ability. Hell yeah. And this, whenever I hit the bat, should recharge my meter just in the top here, which is good. Dealing damage. We love it. Not got all the sound effects and everything like that together yet, but it's all there. It's all there. I might be new. I mean, it's not like you're a moderator or anything, Dynam. I think, you know, you've kind of had to have shown up already since you're a moderator. Unless you want me to remove moderator from you. I could do that if you want. I can do that. If needs be. Get some Renaissance tunes going as well. I'm just really good. I have drank so much today. It's crazy. I went to the gym this morning and I basically died. And I've drank like 3 liters today because of it. It was not fun. I did some split squats and that was just me dead. Like literally dead. It took like forever for my heart rate to come down. It was really not good. I really should get that checked out. Fine, I'll hydrate Dynam. It was necessary though. Jesus. All right, where was I? What was I doing? I can't remember. Asset, scenes, game, forest. A3. Okay, we'll open that. We'll also open this in additive, and then we'll come and open the map layout in additive as well. So we can see where this connects, because if I turn this on, I mean, we're a little bit off. We're a lot off. Why is this a lot off? That's not right. Why did I move it? Manager, this. There we go. There we are. Let me just double check that's right for everything else. Open up these in additive. Yep, yep. This one's a little bit bigger. It needed to be. This is all fine. Okay, so now we've got to go on to this one. Connection is there. Okay, so remove you. Remove you. We can turn you off for the time being. Remove you. Save. Okay, and now in A3. In fact, what's this? Why aren't you in the right one? Let's put you where you're meant to be. You're meant to be on the platform section. Keep things organized, Tom. Keep things organized. Okay, so we're going to put that there. Oh, why are you 4 tall as well? You should only be 3 tall. And then on A4, we'll come along. And again, this will be grass. So we'll make that. Oh, these are offset a little bit, aren't they? That's not good. These kind of things, again, not the end of the world. Like, technically, yes, they're wrong. But is it that big of a deal? You know? I mean, if any of you have seen the Hollow Knight breakdown by Blue, where was it Blue? Who did the Hollow Knight map breakdown? YouTube. Hollow Knight map is broken. Who was it who did this? Oh, by Mossbag. This video basically showing that the entirety of Hollow Knight is just incorrect and broken in like every capacity. A very good video. I highly recommend it, but it's comical. Zax, hello. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming along. And Shane Thunder, hello. Cool. What's the synopsis of the game? The color theme is telling me... Oh, I'm dyslexic as all hell. I do apologize. The color and theme are really telling me a story that I don't know, but I want to know. I might wishlist the game. So, this isn't what the game actually looks like. This is because we're blocking out levels currently. The game actually looks more like this. If I play... Did I fix the issue in this? I can't remember if I fixed it. I did, didn't I? I hope so. This is more what the game actually looks like. Once we've kind of set, dressed, and decorated everything. The caves and all that kind of stuff. Essentially, it's a metroidvania. I've not revealed much about the narrative itself, so I'm not going to go too deep into that. It's a very deep narrative. It's so cool. I can't wait to share the story we've got going, because I've been writing it along with the Millen brothers. They've been doing an absolute phenomenal job with coming up with the story for this. I'm really excited to share it. But the TLDR for the game itself, game design principally, is you have full control over where you go and the order you unlock abilities. We have a full-blown skill tree on the game. So let's say you arbitrarily beat the colossal boss at the beginning. Instead of saying, well, now you've beaten this boss, you've unlocked the dash ability, you've now got an ability point, and you can choose which ability you want to unlock next. Henceforth, choosing the next areas you're able to unlock, hence allowing you to maybe overcome this other boss that you fought earlier that you needed a bit more mobility for. Basically just giving you full control. To the point where the first ability that we recommend you unlock is obviously the heal ability. We're not going to force that. If you want to go full on, like, I'm not going to take a hit of damage, I don't need to heal, I'm a badass mode, and you want to speedrun, and you want to get the dash unlocked first, and explore that area of the game before anything else, who are we to stop you? You know? Who are we to stop you? It makes level design really hard, though. Really, really hard. It took me like a week just to design the map for this game. Just the map. For the demo. Not even the game, but the demo. And there are a lot of interlocking parts, which I'll kind of show you. I'll pull up the Miro board. Because to be fair, I don't think I've really explained this all that much to everyone. Is it this one? Yes. As soon as it loads. That's not right. Okay, the Miro board is just being a bit weird, but like, sure. Okay. Essentially, we've got this. You start here. You come along. That is now in that room. In that room. Yeah, so you start here, you come along. This is the room we've just had open. You come along, and you get to this area. This is the first, like, checkpoint area, and we give an ability point here. This is where the game actually starts to open up. So you've got, like, 4 or 5 little areas you can explore. You can explore down here further on. Do as you please, but ultimately you're going to be directed to come here, which is your brother's cave. Now, at the very beginning of the game, you're presented with a choice with the skill tree. You can unlock one of 3 fundamental abilities, which I'll just pull up on the skill tree here. So you can unlock the dash, you can unlock the wall jump, or you can unlock the slam. Okay. The choice you make essentially dictates the order you do everything in this demo. This one choice on its own changes the entire rest of the playthrough. And again, you could play this 3 separate times and have 3 separate experiences. And that's just this one decision. There are like 4 or 5 of these decisions you make in the demo alone. You can imagine how many permutations there'll be in the actual game. But saying that, you'll come here. Let's say you unlock the wall jump. You're able to access this area and move on to the castle straight away. Let's say you unlock the dash. You're able to come along this way and you unlock this area of the game, getting you into the castle a different way. Say you unlock the slam. Well, you're going to be able to use the slam ability down here, accessing this bottom part, the train station. You get to see the colossal boss fight ahead of time, and that train station will then take you over here, accessing a whole other section of the game first. And that's just choosing your first ability. Choosing your first ability is already unlocked 3 completely different routes throughout the game. 3 different approaches. I think it's pretty cool. Lots of freedom. Lots of freedom. And that's what we're all about with this. We want to give the players agency. You are the decider of your own fate. Not me, just because I said I want you to go to this place first. You do you. You do you. This is crazy. Can't wait for the demo. Yeah, it's a bit of an undertaking. Just a smidge of an undertaking. But I think the demo's got a good feel to it. It's very much condensed. Very condensed. Like, I've sped up everything. But I think it'll be a good intro to the game, which I'm excited for. Marushia, hello. Hey, Lazy T, just stopped in solidarity. Stopped by in solidarity. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. How are things in your neck of the woods? What's new? Tell me things. Okay, let's get this area done. What do I want to happen in this area? Is this still that big project of yours with the girl protagonist? Yes, Amber's Tale. Very impressive. You have my money, like, answer subscription. Thank you. It's gonna be a, yeah, it's a big undertaking. It's a big undertaking. We are actually going to be launching a Kickstarter though. The Kickstarter page is actually live. You can go follow it. There's very few details on there. But yeah, we're going to be crowdfunding this probably nearer the end of the year. That's when we're aiming for the demo to be complete. There are lots of different things that we want. I say want very abstractly for the demo. Whether we're able to get them all or not is going to be a different story. But there's going to be enough story. There's going to be multiple bosses in the demo, and there's going to be a plethora of ways to play it. So hopefully enough to keep people entertained while we spend a ridiculously long time making the rest of the game, because level design's a bitch, essentially. I'm doing okay. Just published my modular growth system asset. I'm working on an app for selecting harmonious color palettes based on Impressionism/Disney techniques. That's really cool. That's really cool. I love a bit of color theory. Color theory is such an underrated, like, design principle. Like, honestly, I find that kind of stuff fascinating. And is this for university? Is this for college? Or are you just doing this for the fun of it? Yeah, and most people do color theory wrong. Tell me about it. Literally. Like, there are so many different approaches to color theory generally. It'll be a paid asset. Awesome. That's awesome. Is it just Unity then? Or is it going to be for other aspects? Is it like an independent piece of software essentially? Or how does it work? How does it work? I need to add the portal here. So let's duplicate this, which is down here. Okay. There. And this is in A3. This is going to go to A4. Portal 1 in A4, because this will be Portal 1. And this is Portal 2 in A2. And it should go into the open room at the spawn point. Perfect. Okay. Now, we should just be able to close this down, actually. Yeah, let's save this and close down A3. Now, when we come in here, tile map grid, grass. Let's get rid of that. And we'll just add a little bit of a platform here, just so we know where we're going. And also just make it so the player isn't stuck in the ground. Always useful. Always useful not being stuck in the ground. There we go. Portal. Right. Whoop. Nope. You are going to A3. Portal 2. You are Portal 1. We are going to open up into the open room at spawn point. We then also just need to set up the camera boundaries, which is fine for this one. Open camera is the only one enabled. That's fine. 68. Yeah, that should be okay. So now if we open this up and we go through, it should take us to the top of the last scene, if all is working well. There we go. We are. And again, going back. Oh, that didn't work. Why didn't it work? Didn't engage on destroy. So there's something happening on destroy in this scene. There's one object I think it could be, but I thought I removed the thing that was causing that issue. Because this is what I think is doing it. But I cannot remember. Spawn on destroy. Yeah. It's on destroy. So I need to stop this. So for now, I'll just do that. That should fix the problem. Essentially, I've got this object such that basically when this gets destroyed, it creates the bushes. Oh, it turns out... Okay, there's no batteries in that either. Amazing. Again, doing this the old school way, guys. Think. Let's go. Up, 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 up. This should still be there. It's gone. Okay. Let's see if this is still... Yeah, that was what was causing the problem. Okay, that needs to go on the bug list. Notion. In fact, I've got it on thingy. Needs to go on the bug list. Oh dear. Leaves one-way door on destroy method refactor needed. That's okay though. That should be a pretty minor fix, to be fair. It's not the end of the world. Okay. The app itself will be an exe, but I'm making it in Unity. I posted progress in Battle server. I'll have a look at that later then, actually. Did you add a scene to your build setting? Yeah, it was literally just an issue with the thing I have here. Like, I did something in On Destroy that I really shouldn't have done in On Destroy. There's a better way of doing it. I just need to figure it out. Ali, hi. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So now we need to figure out what the hell we're going to be doing in this next scene. Because we've got onboarding for a lot of different aspects of the game. So we'll have the map at this point. We will have Tor attacking, pogoing. Let me have a look at the Myro. Is there anything that we'll need to have learned at this point as well? Essentially, before we get to the point where we're unlocking abilities, should we have taught something? Okay, because I'm having a look at this. So this is where we teach the basic movement principles. So we can't really add anything to this. This will teach about hidden areas. And also, this is probably where we'll introduce the healing mechanic. For the demo, we're probably just going to make it such that you have healing by default. Is it the end of the world? No, not necessarily. But I think we'll probably introduce this here. We introduce the map system here. And then we introduce the... I guess there isn't necessarily anything we need to introduce here. This could be some kind of puzzle room, because I haven't added any puzzles yet. But I do want to create some kind of little puzzle mechanic where you have to kind of like in God of War, where you hit different runes and it unlocks a chest. I want something similar to that in this game. So this could be a good place to introduce that puzzle mechanic. Maybe I'll do that. Ali, I wanted to ask something in Unity. Go for it. Fire away. Can't say I'll be able to help, but I'll do my best. I'll do what I can. Is anyone looking forward to the Summer Games Fest on Friday? I think we're going to live stream that. I think that's going to be really fun. Because either on Friday or Saturday at the Xbox Live conference, I think Silksong is going to be properly announced. Not this 4-second malarkey that we got at the Nintendo Direct. I think we're going to get an actual release date and or a release. I'm skeptical for the actual release, but I think we'll get a release date for sure. I really hope we get a release date, honestly. They've been radio silent for far too long. Far too long. Okay, so let's go back into the map layout. Up here is going to be where the exit is. So let's just arbitrarily make that there. So between here and here, we need a chest. Ooh. Oh, I just cracked my neck and it went right through me. That didn't feel very nice. Let's have a think. I don't need this anymore. Okay, that's where we'll end up leaving. So essentially it'll be probably hit two things. So we want to see the chest first. That's the first thing we want to see. So what we'll do is we'll make it, again, similar to the previous one. We'll make it so just above you, you can see the chest. It'll be glowing. You'll be like, ooh, I want to do that. I want to do things with it. In fact, let's actually just play to see what the visible play area is. Like, can we actually see? Okay, so yeah, we can't actually see unless we jump. Might not be the end of the world. Like, odds are players will jump and they'll see it, right? But that could be a bit of a reveal, actually. Like, you come in seeing nothing, and we want to force the player up to jump onto the platform, which will make it such they see it. That could be a cool little way to introduce that hidden area, essentially. Okay. So, do I want this to be a bit more rocky? No, I think we want to stick with the forest theme in this area. Maybe having some water bits, though. I think that could be fine. But we definitely want to force players up either way. So, in fact, before I even do that, let's duplicate you. Let's make you water. Water. And we make you blue instead. There we go. Okay, so I probably want to put water along the bottom here. And then we'll get rid of the grass that we've got there as well. I was like, why isn't it there? Just zoomed in a little bit too close. Weird. Weird. Why is that happening? Unity being Unity. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Okay. So water, probably going a bit further even. Okay, and then we want the players to jump. So we're not going to make it such that the water's dangerous in kind of any capacity whatsoever. Because I don't think that's necessary, but we'll get a platform in. Platform. Why am I searching for these things? I know where they are. And it's just easier to get them all in. There we go. Why do I need to get these in. Platforms spelt correctly. I imagine these platforms would be reasonably mossy, right? Like if they're close to water, that makes sense, right? Oh, wait, is this not what? Oh, yeah. On the last stream, I said I'd update all these, but I just didn't. Oops. In fact, let me do that now, actually. Platform 2. No, it's the platform 1 that we want to update. So let's just copy you. Get rid of both of these. Paste. We want a sprite renderer. No. Sprite renderer. Put that there. That's fine. And then we need a collider. Paste this new. That is not in the right spot. So we'll just offset you up slightly. There we go. Got the dust and everything in. That is all fine. I think that's it, right? Yeah, then just making it ground. There we go. And then we can override that. That'll fix all the problems we ever had. Perfect. Okay. Let's put this like there. Like that. Let's also make sure we can actually make these jumps. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. I mean, I guess you can make it back up onto the platforms. It's not the end of the world. I could put some spikes in below this, actually, to make it actually threatening. Spikes in water. I really should add some poisoned water as well, actually. But before we do that, we need the actual water. Is this? Yep. This is what we need. Get this up like that. spread it all the way along here. And then the camera needs to be zoomed way out. So it's more or less a size. There we go. Okay, this is starting to come together now. And then if we play this, where is the camera? Reconnected. Oh. Do we have internet again? Hello? Should be back. Sorry, I think my internet may have just like completely crashed there. YouTube seems to be back up again, but I'm not 100% sure on Twitch. I might just need to turn it off and back on again, maybe? Don't know. Because it's still showing us offline. Yeah, I might just need to stop and start. Oh dear. You would have thought that it would reconnect again automatically, but I guess here we are. I don't know what's going on. I do not know what's going on. It just says determining quality. I got like 0 frames. Is YouTube actually working? It just says determining quality. Okay, YouTube seems to be working. It's weird. It says I'm streaming, but I'm not. Oh dear. I might need to stop and start again. Bear with me. I think my internet's having a field